Of course, why the hell not? You know, Kashyyyk is beautiful, however. I'd enjoy, like, having a retreat on a world like Kashyyyk.
Nord is dead, Lord Malak. He has failed in his mission. Forgive me.
The penalty for failure is death, Admiral Kareth. But the failure was Callow's, not yours. You may rise.
Shall I hire another bounty hunter, Lord Malak?
No mere bounty hunter can stand against a Jedi. I shall not make the same mistake again. My apprentice, Darth Bandon, shall take care of our young Jedi friend. Find Bastila and bring her to me, alive, if possible.
As you command, Master.
Wow, more like Darth Bad Temper. Okay, skip this. We've already seen it like 70 times.
What do you need?
Anything to say now?
You got it.
How can I
You?
help?
Jolie should have something to say, right? My buddy Jolie?
Got some.
Yep, here we go. Why did you decide to come? Do you know anything about this place?
It's a ship. To be more specific, it's your ship. You tell me. And that's about all I got to say about that. Now, let's get going.
Really, bro? Why'd you decide to come with me?
Got yourself a fast little ship? I'd forgotten what engine sounded like. The closest thing to that on Kashyyyk is an Uller in mating season. Ugh, frightful.
So you want to ride on my ship?
Or it could be for the free food. What's the gunk that comes out of a synthesizer on this bucket anyway? Do you never clean the darn thing?
No, seriously, tell me.
I'm old, damn it. I'm allowed to be enigmatic when I want to be. And don't you go telling me otherwise. You know, you remind me of someone else I knew ages ago. Pleasant enough fellow, great destiny, all of that. Breath like a bantha.
Did you annoy this person? Is this a comment on my breath?
No, but it could be. An Anduvian salt tablet would clear that right up, you know. Anyway, where was I? Oh, yes. Andor Vex was his name. The Force swirled around him like a hurricane. That's how great his destiny was.
And you traveled with this man?
I did. Just because someone has the Force swirling about them doesn't always mean they have a great destiny. But it doesn't hurt to check it out. Well, it turned out that poor Andor believed a wee bit too much in the infallibility of that destiny. That overconfidence turned out to be his downfall.
Is there supposed to be some hidden meaning in this?
I don't know. Are you overconfident? I hadn't noticed. Even if I had, I would never comment on it. We're talking about Andor, remember? Let's see. Oh yes, Andor's downfall. I was pretty young myself when it happened. At the time, I thought that Andor's destiny couldn't be more boring.
How young are we talking?
Well, let's just say that I was a strapping young lad with a full head of hair, and Coruscant was a small town with a well. I was just about to abandon Andor to whatever the Force intended for him when his ship was overtaken by a Dimian warship. Now, you've probably never heard of the Dimians, but at the time they were a nasty lot led by a nastier overlord named Krat. Tall fellow, big teeth. Krat has us hauled onto the bridge of his ship for questioning, and that's when I knew that Andor's destiny was at hand.
Andor killed Krat, I take it?
Of course he did. Haven't you been listening? It was not in the way you'd probably expect, though. Well, Andor decides that his destiny makes him invulnerable and starts making all sorts of demands. Free me now. I'm not answering questions. Blah, blah, blah. Don't you know who I am? Yeah. Krat decides he's had enough and begins crushing Andor's neck. I told the boy he should have kept his mouth shut. I think he agreed too. This could have just been gurgling noises. Oh, well, anyway. Finally, Krat has enough of Andor and tosses him aside into this giant energy intake shaft. Andor gets sucked in and starts bouncing around, screaming. Maybe Andor hit something sensitive on the way down, or just didn't agree with the reactor core. Next thing I know, all the ship's alarms are ringing.
You're kidding.
Everyone panics, and I run, barely making it to the ship in time before the explosion. Krat dies horribly, and the Dimians never quite recovered. Changed the political course of the entire sector for centuries to come. I'd call that quite a destiny, wouldn't you?
And what does that have to do with you coming with me?
Well, hey, the chances may not be great, but when one has the opportunity to see something like that twice in a lifetime. Anyway, go on. My throat is dry and you're making me cranky. Shoo!
No.
Got some.
Next topic. Actually, no next topic, sorry. He doesn't want to talk. Fine, I don't blame him. Okay, let's take Bastel and Canderous. I'm still hoping that those guys will strike up the conversation that I want them to. Alright, buddy, what kind of armor do you have? What does it do? Let's see, 12 plus 1, 10 cold fire sonic. It's very good. Way better than this. Okay.
What?
Okay, so what the hell am I gonna sell? Oh, damn. Hi. That's not good enough, Suvam. We know you have more, and we want it now. What? You can't just rewrite an arrangement whenever you feel like it. The exchange won't stand for it. The exchange is in no position to dictate orders anymore. Suvam? Who's that? A stranger. You have been telling us everything now. Have you been, Suvam? Tell me everything. What are you talking about? I don't have to clear everything through you. Okay, let's go with this. I represent the exchange. The exchange has no power over us human. Our business is with Suvam alone. We'll be back, Suvam. Thank you for helping, but I don't really think you should have provoked them like that. They can be impulsive sometimes. Still, at least I ended up in one piece, right? Who were they? What do you want? What do those Trandoshans want? They want to give me to get them all my inventions, stuff that I haven't even finished working on yet. Ever since Davik went down, the exchange has been a non-factor in these parts. The Trandoshans are trying to muscle in on all the old exchange business now. Maybe I can still learn something out from them. Thank you for being here, though. It might have gone less pleasantly if you hadn't shown up. Is there something else you want? Do you have anything you'd be willing to sell me? Here, have a look. Anything new? Heavy exoskeleton. He hasn't sold me. Oh, holy hell! What the hell, bruh? Look at how good that is. And it's upgradable. And the Baragwin Assault Blade. Environmental Bastion Armor. Against Cold Fire Sonic. Baragwin. Holy hell, bro. These weapons are amazing. I'm gonna buy those. And I'm gonna buy another shield. Gonna buy that. Awareness and dexterity. I'm gonna buy that as well. And I'm gonna buy that. And I'm gonna sell a lot of stuff. Like at least 5 of these. The antidote kits, I'm gonna sell all of them. Except for 5. I'm gonna sell 13 of these. I'm gonna keep the repair kits. I'm gonna sell 11 of those. I'm gonna sell 1 Dark Jedi Nitro. All of those. That. That as well. That as well. Yes. 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 Hell no. Yes, yes. This is the dark side, right? Maybe I'll keep that. Okay, that I'm gonna keep. That I'm gonna sell. 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 Sell some of the yellow crystals. Sell the blaster pistols. The Mandalorian blasters. Keep one Mandalorian heavy blaster. Sell that. Sell the Mandalorian rippers. Sell the bowcasters. Sell Chundar's bowcaster. The blaster carbine I'll keep. The disruptor rifle's going. That thing I'm keeping. That thing's going. This thing's gone. A frag grenade, I'm gonna sell like a lot of those. 20. No, I'm gonna keep 15. Sell those. Keep the thermal. Sell those. Sell those. Sell those. Keep those. Sell those. What's that? A lot of skills, but useless otherwise. Sell those. Motion detection. Useful, but not really. Actually, I'm gonna keep those. Why not? Okay, so the Sith energy shield can just be gone. The nerve amplifier belt as well. Those I'm gonna keep. The response package I'm keeping. The journals I'm gonna keep because they're useless. The adrenals I'm selling. And I'm selling the mines as well. These, however, I'm not selling. The light plating I'm selling. The medium plating I'm gonna keep for now. And the environment shield and energy shield I'm selling. There we go, now I have 35,000. I can still buy the heavy exoskeleton if anybody wants it, but hold up, can I change my party here? No, I cannot. Screw you. Hold up. Does he have anything? Yeah, he does. The Craft Double Sword. He has a way higher chance to hit. Let's just see. 2 to 16. It does +1 cold damage and it has a higher attack modifier. And higher minimum damage. Yeah, sure, we'll give it to him. And he's gonna sell the Vibro Double Blade. Kalanord's battle... Okay, so hold up. Let me just see my... Okay, let me just imagine my party. Mission can't wear that armor. She can only wear, like, light armor. Okay, so I'm gonna give this to Mission. So if I buy the heavy exoskeleton, I'm gonna give it to either Karth or Canderous. Which is totally fine, so I'm gonna buy it. Anything you're willing to sell me? Holy shit, it's 19,000 though, should I? Gives us a dexterity bonus, a constitution bonus, and strength. Yeah, I'm gonna give it to Canderous. There we go. Was this a mistake? Most likely. Do I care? Not really. Well, it's a good thing that I'm back on Yavin because I don't think that I ever returned as often as I do now. Ergo, I never noticed this. Let's go. Now let's just increase that armor. Holy hell, 13 defense bonus. Okay, you, Karth. Let's see, 12 plus 1, 10 resistance against everything. 13 plus 2, and a lot of constitution and strength, but no resistance. Okay, Karth, you have Davik's Warsuit, it's 8, this thing's 12. Where's Mission, though? She can have light armor. Okay, so she's gonna have my armor once I'm unable to have it. Okay, so first off, let's go back to HK. Give him composite plating. He can't have anything over there, unfortunately. Give him the Baragwin shield disruptor. And the Baragwin flamethrower. He already has the Baragwin shield. Okay, now let's find T3 and give him the heavy plating type 2. The Baragwin shield. The Baragwin stun ray, and what? Another Baragwin shield disruptor would be nice, but that's not gonna happen, it would seem. Okay, so we're totally fine now, I believe. Oh right, wait. Hi. Programming spike? No. Oh right. Salvar? Grenade. 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 Okay. So we're done with his grenades. Do you have any medpacks for me, Jolie, now?
Got something?
Never did actually say why I decided to come with me.
No, I never did I?
Are you always gonna be this elusive?
Elusive? Me elusive? Obviously, you've never tried to grab a Twi'lek dancing girl after drinking too much Andor and Willick juice. At any rate, I already told you why I wanted to leave. I'd seen everything I wanted to on Kashyyyk. Time to go. Time to move on.
You looked plenty happy there to me.
You live in an overgrown stump with a tax beating down your door, and you tell me how happy you would be. I was pleased just to have visitors. How many kilometer-high trees can you find an interest in before you figure you've had enough? I'd bet you can't be bothered to stay in one room for more than 15 minutes. And then there's all the critters in the Shadowlands. I'm just happy to be back in space, doing something new. Is that too much to ask?
No, I guess not.
There. Now, was that so hard? An old man has to be allowed some petty eccentricities. Nice to see you agree for once. I'll admit, for all its flaws, Kashyyyk was home enough. But when you came along and I saw the destiny you had before you, I couldn't help but be intrigued.
What interest do you have in my future?
Interest? Well, I certainly don't have a vested interest. Call it more idle curiosity. Your destiny is rather unclear. In fact, everything about you that I can see is odd. Slightly off, as if my eyes are trying to trick me. Something is very dark about you. But, I'm sure you don't need to hear my ruminations. You've probably got enough nosy Jedi offering you one opinion after another to make you sick.
No, tell me more of what you see.
Your future will come of its own accord, trust me. Sometimes navel-gazing at it doesn't get you anywhere. I wouldn't worry about it too much if I were you. You remind me a bit of Nomi. That can't be all bad.
Nomi? Who's Nomi?
Nomi Sunrider. She came late to the Force, just as you have, and became one of the greatest Jedi ever. Oh, fine lass. Whether you'll follow the same path remains to be seen. For one thing, we'll never get anywhere if you stand around chatting up old men all day.
So you're along as some kind of observer?
Nonsense. If I ever refused to help you when you asked, how confused can one person be anyway? One thing I will say is that this little escapade does remind me a bit of my adventuring days before the war. Those were exciting times. Or at least it would remind me of those times if we didn't stand around. What's keeping you? You're too young to be so talkative. Shoo!
I just came for you to get me a med pack.
How many could...
Okay, you don't like how many I have. That's fine, I respect that. Screw you. Can
Yeah, what are you?
Adrenals?
Your...
Oops, sorry.
Yeah, what are you? Hey, there...
And I don't think that I'm gonna go to Dantooine at all. Wait, what? Okay, so we're done with Bastila. That's on Korriban. That's not gonna be done for a while. That's not gonna be done for a while either. That will be done soon. That as well. That as well, actually. Holy hell, there's a lot that's gonna be done on the next planet.
Hey there.
Security spike.
No.
Security spike.
No.
Security spike. 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 Security. Okay. Now, I just realized that I haven't upgraded all the things yet, like Baragwin Assault Blade, for instance, which I'm going to change for Mission's Viber Blade. Now it has a lot of damage, as well as the Baragwin Assault Gun, which I'm gonna change for Ordo's Repeating Blaster. Okay, now, hold up. Let me just find this. Here he is. Let's see, 2 to 11 plus 17, 5 to 32 plus 22. Hell yes. Mission? No, not mission. I meant Zalbar. 7 to 16, 11 to 40. Holy hell. Actually, let's just go with that, and let's get Baka's Blade over there. How much does my lightsaber do? Because I don't think my lightsaber does. No, my lightsaber does not do that much damage at all. Not even close. That's funny. And sad. Okay, now to Terrace, I suppose. Where we will bring the tech lens to Mission's brother, and what else will it do? Okay, it's gonna go back to the desktop, isn't it? Yep. Okay, screw that. Screw this. And we are going to buy a shit ton of computer spikes. And
how can I help?
Do you have anything to say?
And
Nope, he doesn't. The only one who could have anything to say would be Jolie, and I'm pretty sure he does.
how may I?
Does he?
Got something.
You mentioned something about your adventuring days.
Did I say that? Strange the tricks memory plays on you when you get older.
So you weren't an adventurer.
Didn't I say that my past was my affair? You don't see me poking and prodding you with questions, do you?
You're just not used to the company. Stop being an old coot.
I might be, but a mouthy young thing like yourself shouldn't get to call me an old coot, damn it. And besides, you don't really want to hear about me. We're talking ancient history. Probably before you were born. History bores kids. Proven fact.
Yeah, well, old people love to talk about history. Proven fact.
Oh, fine, fine. Have it your way. Just don't cry about it later. Yes, I was an adventurer. Happy now? I wasn't even done with my Jedi training back then. I had a full head of hair and an eagerness to see absolutely everything. Sound familiar? The Council was never happy with willful, brash Jolie Bindo, you see. Even less so when I began my smuggling career.
You were a smuggler?
Don't look at me like that, damn it. I wasn't always the wrinkled coot I am now, you know. I can still fight, too. So wipe off that smirk I see there. At the time, the Yukata system was interdicted by its own king. He preferred to keep his people starving and poor, all the better to oppress them. The Senate was trying to negotiate a peace, but they were getting nowhere as usual. I decided I wasn't going to wait. I found myself a ship and a partner, and we began smuggling food and supplies to the Yukata citizenry through the blockade.
Where did you get the credits for the supplies?
Well, we didn't buy all the equipment per se. Some were happy to donate goods. Some we just knew had more than they could use.
So you stole it?
Stole is such a harsh word. They would have donated those goods readily enough if they were compassionate. I considered it a tax on the greedy. We only got caught once. A lone Yukatish frigate shot us down and forced a crash landing. I thought the Force had abandoned me, as I remember.
What happened then?
Well, as it happens, getting shot down turned out to be very fortunate. That day was the day
That day was the day you what?
Well, that was the day I met my wife.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's all right. When you're digging through the trash, you shouldn't be surprised when you encounter something unpleasant. I If it's all the same to you, I'd prefer to stop talking now. My mouth is starting to draw flies.
Okay, I'll leave him alone. He deserves that much.